For most of my life, I would have proudly called myself a perfectionist. Doing things well and with precision is important to me. But over the years, I realized that the perfectionist label is one of the most unhealthy stories I've told myself. This is Sucker Punched. You've heard me drooling over my favorite cookware. Well, our place is gearing up for their biggest sale ever. Save up to 30% on everything you need to sit down to a nice meal with your nearest and dearest. The smartest kitchen tools, game-changing cookware, and beautifully handmade porcelain tableware, all on sale for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. With so many new products and launches this year, there are perfect gifts for the ones you love, yourself included. There's something for all budgets and everyone from home cooks and hosts to design lovers and foodies, really anyone who eats. The sale also includes discounts on items that typically do not see markdowns, including the ovenware, the tiny cast iron always pan, the Shabbat set, tableware, and the carafe while supplies last. Our place believes in the power of home cooking to bring people together. It's why they create cooking essentials that make sharing a meal easier and more joyful. Their products are designed for making and breaking traditions with family, given, chosen, and found. To access the sale and check out the holiday gift guide, head to beckylmccoy.com/ourplace. You know what really bugs me? When people brag about being perfectionists. If that's you, I mean this with all sincerity, stop it. You're effectively saying that everything is harder for you because you have higher standards than everyone else, leaving those around you feeling looked down upon. I know, because I've been there. I've been held prisoner by my own compulsive need for everything to be just right. But bragging about my captivity never did anything to free me from my enclosure. I felt so much pressure to do my absolute best all the time, and my best was a moving target. The finish line kept moving ahead every time I got close. When I was depressed, I felt guilty that I couldn't do what I could when I was well. When I was stressed or sick, I felt ashamed that other things were pulling my attention. I didn't live in a vacuum, but I had expectations for myself as if I was a well-maintained robot that never malfunctioned. I eventually adopted "you can't be awesome at everything all the time" as one of my official life mottos. Listen to Sucker Punched episode 69, Honoring Your Limitations, to hear more about that epiphany. I had it in therapy, and it brought me to that phrase. Muttering to myself whenever I feel the siren song of perfectionism has been a lifesaver. I couldn't have lived much longer under the weight of never being allowed to fail. It's important to reframe failure as a perfectly normal human experience. Failure is not immoral. Failure is neutral. Failure is, wait for it, healthy. You can't be awesome at everything all the time. You can try, but I can promise you can't maintain those expectations for a lifetime without your mind and body collapsing under the pressure. Here are a few books about perfectionism. The Girl Who Never Made Mistakes by Mark Pett. How to Be an Imperfectionist by Stephen Guise. Present Over Perfect by Shauna Niequist. When Perfect Isn't Good Enough by Martin M. Antony and Richard P. Swinson. You'll find links to these along with a full transcript of this episode at beckylmccoy.com/podcast/80. Save up to 30% on everything you need to sit down to a nice meal with your nearest and dearest at Our Place's Black Friday Cyber Monday sale. Our Place creates beautiful, functional products that are designed for making and breaking traditions with given family, chosen family, and found family. To access the sale and check out the holiday gift guide, head to beckylmccoy.com/ourplace. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow Sucker Punched in whichever podcast app you use. If you're already a regular listener, please rate and review Sucker Punched in your podcast app. Share this episode with a friend and let me know what you think. You can find me on my website at beckylmccoy.com or on Twitter and Instagram at beckylmccoy. Get my 4 mantras for when I'm overwhelmed at beckylmccoy.com/4mantras. And as a bonus, you'll get sneak peeks into future projects, as well as early access to future events and retreats. If you found this episode encouraging or helpful, share it with a friend. And remember, you can't be awesome at everything all the time. You're doing great.